Ever wondered what it takes to be part of the Russian Spetsnaz, one of the toughest military units in the world? This elite group is renowned for their exceptional toughness, resilience, and an unyielding spirit that sets them apart. They are the embodiment of raw power, bred through a notorious training regime that pushes the boundaries of human endurance. The Spetsnaz are not just soldiers, they are living testaments to the power of the human will. Let's uncover the secrets behind the training of these formidable forces. Before the actual training begins, there is a rigorous selection process. This initial phase is designed to sift the wheat from the chaff, to identify those who possess the raw potential to become a member of the elite Russian Spetsnaz. The pre-training selection process is a grueling combination of physical and psychological tests, each one more challenging than the last. The goal here isn't just to test the aspirant's strength and stamina, but to push them beyond their limits, to see how they perform under extreme pressure. Physical tests include long-distance running, swimming in full gear, obstacle courses, and hand-to-hand combat. Each demanding task is designed to test the durability and resilience of the body. It's not about being the fastest or the strongest, but about showing an unyielding spirit, an indomitable will to keep going no matter what. On the other hand, the psychological tests are equally demanding, if not more so. These tests are designed to probe the mental fortitude of the aspirants. They include problem-solving tasks under stressful conditions, resistance to interrogation techniques, and survival simulations. The aim is to see how the aspirants handle fear, stress, and uncertainty. The fact is, only the fittest and mentally strongest aspirants make it through this pre-training selection process. It's a brutal culling process, but it serves a purpose. Only a fraction of those who apply survive this first test, but the real challenge is just beginning. Once selected, the recruits undergo an exhaustive basic training regime. This is where the real challenge begins, where the mettle of the recruits is tested to its utmost limits. Basic training is a comprehensive program designed to transform these individuals into formidable soldiers. It's a grueling process, one that demands physical conditioning of the highest order. Every day, the recruits are put through intensive workouts, pushing their bodies beyond what they thought was possible. The goal here is to build strength, stamina, and agility to prepare them for the unforgiving demands of the battlefield. But physical conditioning is just the tip of the iceberg. The recruits also undergo extensive combat training, learning the art of hand-to-hand combat, close quarters battle, and tactical maneuvers. They're taught to fight and defend themselves in any situation, against any opponent. And it's not just about brute force. They are trained to think tactically, to act decisively, and to always remain a step ahead of the enemy. Survival skills are another crucial aspect of basic training. The Spetsnaz are expected to operate in the harshest of environments, from the frozen tundras of Siberia to the dense forests of the Russian Far East. The recruits are therefore taught to survive and thrive in these conditions, learning everything from navigation to shelter building, and from hunting to first aid. Weapons handling is yet another key component of the training. The recruits become proficient with a wide range of firearms, learning to shoot accurately, to maintain their weapons, and to adapt to different combat scenarios. The intensity of this basic training is unparalleled. The dropout rates are high, with many recruits unable to withstand the physical and mental pressure. But for those who endure, who surpass these grueling challenges, they inch closer to earning the esteemed title of a Spetsnaz operative. Basic training is a test of endurance, but it's only the first step on the path to becoming a Spetsnaz operative. And as we'll see in the next scenes, the journey only gets tougher from here. Surviving basic training is a feat in itself, but the advanced training is where the real transformation occurs. The advanced training phase of the Russian Spetsnaz is an intense, grueling process designed to push recruits to their limits and beyond. This is where they learn the specialized combat techniques, survival skills, and advanced weapons training that make them some of the most formidable soldiers on the planet. One of the unique aspects of the Spetsnaz advanced training is the emphasis on hand-to-hand combat. Recruits spend countless hours mastering techniques drawn from various martial arts, including Sambo, a Russian combat sport. They learn how to disarm opponents, take down enemies quickly, and use their bodies as lethal weapons. Nothing is off-limits in Spetsnaz hand-to-hand combat. They train to strike at vulnerable points, use improvised weapons, and even incorporate psychological warfare into their physical confrontations. Survival skills are another critical component of the advanced training. Recruits are taught to survive in some of the harshest conditions imaginable, from the frozen tundra of Siberia to the scorching deserts of Central Asia. They learn how to find food and water, build shelters, navigate without a compass, and endure extreme temperatures. The goal is to make them self-reliant, able to survive and complete their missions even when cut off from support. Advanced weapons training is also a major part of the Spetsnaz regimen. This includes proficiency with a wide range of firearms, from pistols to sniper rifles, as well as explosives and other specialized equipment. But it's not just about knowing how to use a weapon. Spetsnaz operatives are taught to understand their weapons intimately, to be able to disassemble and reassemble them blindfolded, and to adapt to using whatever they find in the field. All these aspects of advanced training are designed to transform the recruits into hardened soldiers, capable of handling the most challenging missions. They are pushed to their physical and mental limits, and only those who can withstand the pressure emerge as full-fledged Spetsnaz operatives. Advanced training molds the recruits into hardened soldiers, ready for the most challenging missions. The journey to becoming a Spetsnaz operative culminates in a grueling final test. This is where the proverbial rubber meets the road. The final test is a gauntlet of trials designed to push trainees to their absolute limits. It's not just about physical endurance or combat skills, but also about mental resilience and strategic thinking. Imagine being dropped into a hostile environment with minimal resources, a scenario where every decision could mean the difference between survival and failure. This is the reality of the survival and evasion exercises. Trainees must navigate treacherous terrain, find sustenance, and evade capture, all while battling exhaustion and the elements. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving under pressure. Then comes the simulated mission. This is a complex, high-stakes operation that requires every skill they've learned. It's a test of their ability to plan, adapt, and execute under extreme pressure. Trainees must infiltrate enemy lines, complete their objective, and extract without detection. It's a ballet of stealth, precision, and deadly force. The intensity of this final hurdle is a reflection of the very real challenges that Spetsnaz operatives face in the field. It's a pressure cooker designed to reveal not just their skills, but their character. Do they have the tenacity, the ingenuity, and the grit to succeed when the odds are stacked against them? The final test is the ultimate validation of their training and the last step before joining the ranks of the Spetsnaz. From the rigorous selection process to the punishing training regime, the journey to becoming a Spetsnaz operative is a testament to human resilience and determination. The path to joining the ranks of Russia's Spetsnaz isn't for the faint-hearted. It's an arduous trail, forged in fire and ice, testing the limits of physical endurance and mental fortitude. The Spetsnaz training, as we've seen, is a grueling process that pushes the boundaries of what's conceivable, sculpting ordinary men into extraordinary operatives. The journey begins with a relentless pre-training selection, designed to weed out those without the tenacity or resolve to bear the Spetsnaz insignia. This phase is more than just a physical test. It's a crucible that examines the mental strength of the candidates, their ability to withstand stress, and their will to persevere when every muscle screams for respite. Once past this initial hurdle, the real challenge begins. Basic training is a baptism of fire, where recruits are introduced to the rigors of the Spetsnaz lifestyle. This stage involves an extensive curriculum, ranging from survival skills to hand-to-hand combat, from weaponry to navigation. It's a comprehensive program designed to mold the raw recruits into well-rounded soldiers, ready to face whatever comes their way. Advanced training takes this foundation and builds upon it, honing the skills of the operatives to a razor's edge. Here, the focus shifts to specialized tactics, covert operations, and guerrilla warfare. The operative learns to be a ghost, a wisp of smoke that strikes fear into the hearts of enemies. The final test, the culmination of all the training, is a trial by fire. It's a test of everything the operative has learned, an ordeal designed to simulate the harshest conditions and the most grueling missions. It's a test that separates the wheat from the chaff, the Spetsnaz from the rest. The Spetsnaz operative is more than just a soldier. They're a testament to the power of the human spirit, a symbol of resilience and unyielding determination. These operatives are the elite, the best of the best, and their training regime reflects that. But it's not all about physical prowess or tactical acumen, it's about the heart, the will to push through, the resolve to rise when knocked down, the resilience to endure when all seems lost. It's about the spirit that burns within, the flame that refuses to be extinguished. Behind every Spetsnaz operative is a story of grit, perseverance, and unyielding determination. They are not born, but forged through adversity.